The 1985 D mint mark Lincoln Memorial Penny is one of those fascinating pieces of American coinage that holds both historical and collectible value, making it highly desirable among coin enthusiasts, collectors, and investors in the numismatic market. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin bears the D mint mark just below the date on the obverse, signifying its origin and connecting it to the rich legacy of the United States Mint's Denver facility. Like other Lincoln Memorial cents, the 1985 D penny features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner, who first introduced this iconic portrait on the penny in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse of this coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat-ear design and honor Lincoln's historic role in preserving the Union. One interesting detail of the reverse is that, with careful magnification, one can spot the tiny figure of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this design especially admired by collectors for its artistry and detail. The 1985 D Lincoln Memorial Penny was minted in large quantities. Over 5 billion coins were struck that year, making it a common coin in circulation. But what makes it rare and valuable today is not the mintage numbers, but rather the condition, minting anomalies and collector demand that have transformed select examples into highly prized collectibles. When found in exceptional uncirculated condition, graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC, the value of this coin can rise dramatically, with pristine examples sometimes commanding up to $1,200 in today's numismatic market. The coin's composition also reflects the transition of American coinage. It is primarily made of copper-plated zinc, a composition introduced in 1982 due to the rising costs of copper. This change from the earlier bronze alloy to zinc with a thin copper coating marked a significant shift in U.S. coin production, and coins from the mid-1980s represent this modern era of cost-effective minting practices. Collectors value the 1985 D penny not only for its design and historical context, but also for its potential to harbor minting errors or varieties, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or plating issues, which can multiply the coin's value well beyond the average range. For instance, a double die obverse or reverse can attract serious attention from collectors who seek out error coins, with prices soaring much higher than standard values. The Denver Mint, known for its efficiency and mass production, occasionally produced coins with such anomalies, and this adds an element of treasure hunting excitement when searching through 1985 D pennies. The overall grading of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its market price. Circulated examples are often worth only face value, but when preserved in mint state condition, especially at higher grades such as MS-66 or MS-67, the coin's desirability skyrockets. Coins at these grades exhibit sharp strikes, brilliant luster, and minimal contact marks, making them highly appealing to collectors aiming to build high-quality Lincoln cent sets. Another factor contributing to the coin's value is its place within the broader Lincoln Memorial cent series, which ran from 1959 until 2008, before being replaced with the Lincoln Bicentennial and later the Union Shield designs. Collectors who assemble complete date and mint mark sets of the Lincoln Memorial series view the 1985 D penny as a necessary inclusion, and having it in top condition enhances the overall prestige of the collection. Historically, this coin also reflects the era of Ronald Reagan's presidency and the economic policies of the mid-1980s, a time of change and modernization in the United States, making it a small but significant artifact of its era. While most people who see a 1985 D penny in circulation think of it as a simple 1-cent piece, numismatists recognize the hidden potential it holds, especially if preserved in remarkable condition. Auction records and private sales have shown that top-graded 1985 D Lincoln Memorial cents can fetch impressive prices, sometimes reaching the $1,200 range, driven by the limited availability of flawless examples and the strong interest in Lincoln cents as a cornerstone of American coin. Collecting. Collectors worldwide often seek out U.S. pennies due to their global recognition, historical depth, and accessibility, and within this vast field, coins like the 1985 D penny shine as examples where a common coin can transform into a valuable treasure. The coin's enduring appeal comes from its blend of artistry, history, condition rarity, and potential for hidden varieties, making it much more than just small change. To truly appreciate its value, one must understand how grading scales work. The Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70, assigns top premiums to coins that achieve near perfection. For the 1985 D penny, grades of MS67 or higher are exceptionally rare, and it is in these grades that the coin can reach or exceed the $1,200 mark in value. Furthermore, the copper-plated zinc composition of the coin presents challenges for long-term preservation, as zinc corrosion and plating issues can damage the coin over time, making pristine examples even scarcer and therefore more valuable. Collectors who take the time to safeguard these coins in protective holders or slabs ensure that future generations can enjoy their beauty and rarity. The Lincoln Memorial Penny series, despite its mass production, has always held a special place in American culture, symbolizing the enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy, and the 1985 D is a testament to how even modern-era coins can become sought-after treasures. With its modest face value of 1 cent, but its market potential of $1,200 in exceptional condition, the 1985 D Lincoln Memorial Penny demonstrates the fascinating intersection of history, artistry, rarity, and collector passion that defines the numismatic world. It reminds us that every coin carries a story, and in the case of the 1985 D penny, that story spans decades of American history, economic transition, and the timeless pursuit of preserving artifacts that connect us to our past. Whether you are a beginner collector searching through change or a seasoned numismatist building a high-grade set, the 1985 D Lincoln Memorial Penny stands as a coin worth paying attention to because its combination of design, rarity in high grades, and strong collector demand ensures that it will continue to be a valuable and admired piece in the coin market for years to come. Next up, the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial Penny is one of the fascinating coins of modern American numismatics. Often overlooked in circulation but highly respected among collectors when found in exceptional condition. And its potential market value of up to $1,500 makes it an extraordinary treasure for those who recognize its worth. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark is standard for coins from this facility until 2017. Yet the 1989 no-mint mark penny remains special because of its rarity in pristine grades and its connection to the broader Lincoln cent series, which is one of the most collected coin series in the world. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner in 1909, the obverse of the coin features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a design that has endured for more than a century, symbolizing Lincoln's leadership, vision, and sacrifice in preserving the Union during the Civil War. The reverse of the coin, introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, showcases the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo and is admired for its artistic detail. When viewed closely, even the seated statue of Lincoln is visible inside the memorial, a subtle yet remarkable detail that excites collectors. The 1989 Lincoln penny was produced in massive numbers, with billions struck that year. Yet the vast majority of them entered circulation and suffered from wear, scratches, and discoloration, making high-grade uncirculated examples scarce and desirable. Composition-wise, this coin reflects the modern era of U.S. cents. Being made of copper-plated zinc rather than the earlier bronze alloy, a change that took place in 1982 to address the rising cost of copper. The coin weighs about 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. And although it looks like the earlier bronze coins at a glance, Its internal zinc core makes it susceptible to corrosion and surface issues, which further reduces the survival rate of pristine coins. Collectors know that condition is everything when it comes to coins like the 1989 no mint mark penny. While circulated examples are only worth face value, those preserved in mint state grades such as MS66 or MS67, especially when graded by top services like NGC or PCGS, can reach values up to 1/500. As such, flawless examples are rare despite the enormous mintage. The Sheldon grading scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, plays a critical role in determining the coin's price, as each grade increment at the higher levels can make a dramatic difference in value. The 1989 penny is also interesting because of its potential minting errors and varieties, which collectors seek with enthusiasm. Examples include double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or misaligned dies, all of which can make the coin far more valuable than a standard piece. Error coins from this era are less common but highly sought after, and they remind collectors of the excitement of finding unique pieces in what may seem like ordinary pocket change. Historically, the 1989 penny represents a transitional moment in American coinage, reflecting the fully established use of copper-plated zinc and the continuation of the Lincoln Memorial design that had already been in circulation for 30 years by that time. It also holds cultural value, being part of the coinage of the late 1980s, a decade marked by economic and political change in the United States, including the tail end of Ronald Reagan's presidency and the beginning of George H.W. Bush's term. From a numismatic perspective, the coin's significance lies not in its rarity by mintage, but in its rarity by condition, as only a small percentage of the billions minted survive in gem-quality grades free of contact marks, spots, or blemishes. Auction records have shown that such examples can surprise even seasoned collectors by fetching impressive prices, reinforcing the lesson that condition is king in coin collecting. For many, the thrill of searching through rolls of pennies or inherited collections lies in the chance of uncovering a hidden gem like the 1989 no mint mark penny in near-perfect condition, transforming what appears to be a humble cent into a collectible worth as much as $2,500. The Lincoln Cent series itself is one of the most beloved and widely collected series in U.S. coinage, and the memorial reverse coins, minted between 1959 and 2008, form an especially popular subset, with many collectors aiming to complete full runs of dates and mint marks. In this context, the 1989 no mint mark penny is an essential piece, and owning one in high grade elevates the overall quality of the set, making it a coveted addition for serious numismatists. Preservation and storage play an important role in maintaining the value of coins like this. Because of the zinc core, 1989 pennies are prone to unsightly spots, corrosion or plating bubbles, and collectors who take care to protect their coins in holders or slabs help ensure their longevity and value retention. Beyond its physical attributes, the 1989 penny is a symbol of continuity in American numismatics, bridging the gap between the classic wheat cent era and the later shield cent design that began in 2010, and reminding collectors of how even modern coins can achieve great value when rarity, condition, and demand intersect. The coin's enduring popularity also reflects the universal appeal of Abraham Lincoln, whose image on the penny has become a cornerstone of American culture and identity, making every Lincoln cent, including the 1989 issue, a miniature monument to his legacy. Collectors and investors alike appreciate the fact that coins like the 1989 no mint mark penny provide both historical significance and financial potential, serving as tangible artifacts of U.S. history, while also being assets that can appreciate in value under the right circumstances. As the market for rare coins continues to grow, with new generations of collectors entering the field, the demand for high-quality Lincoln cents remains strong, ensuring that coins like the 1989 no mint mark penny will retain their desirability well into the future. Ultimately, this coin illustrates the magic of numismatics, the ability of a simple 1-cent piece, often dismissed as insignificant pocket change, to become a highly prized collectible worth $1,500 when rarity, condition, and history align. For collectors, the lesson is clear. Never underestimate the potential value of coins that seem ordinary at first glance. Because hidden treasures like the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial Penny are out there waiting to be discovered, admired, and preserved for generations to come. Next up, the 1980 Lincoln Memorial Penny is one of the fascinating pieces in the long history of American coinage. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin bears the D Mint mark, proudly displayed under the date on the obverse side. Like all Lincoln Memorial cents from 1959 through 2008, it carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. At first glance, the 1980 D penny seems ordinary because billions were produced for everyday circulation. However, under closer inspection and depending on rarity factors such as condition, errors, and collector demand, some examples of this coin can be worth far more than face value, with high-grade or unique specimens reaching prices as high as $1,700 in today's market. The history of the Lincoln Memorial cent is deeply tied to the American story. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, has long been celebrated for his leadership during the Civil War and his fight to preserve the Union. In 1909, the centennial of his birth inspired the introduction of the Lincoln penny, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a real historical person. The memorial reverse design, introduced in 1959, marked another milestone by showcasing the Washington, D.C. monument dedicated to Lincoln. By the time the 1980 D penny was struck, this design had already been in circulation for more than 2 decades, and millions of Americans had grown up seeing Lincoln's face on their everyday change. This emotional and patriotic connection makes the coin special to collectors, beyond its monetary worth. One of the key factors in determining the value of the 1980 D Lincoln cent is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale ranging from poor, heavily worn pieces worth only face value to flawless mint state coins graded MS-70 that are considered perfect. The 1980 D penny in circulated condition usually has minimal collector interest, often selling for just a few cents. However, uncirculated or near-perfect examples with sharp details, no scratches, and original luster can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is where the real excitement lies. A high-grade 1980 D penny certified by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC can fetch up to $1,700, especially if it falls into the upper mint state categories. Such prices reflect both the rarity of pristine examples and the competitive nature of coin collecting. Another element that drives up the value of the 1980 D penny is minting errors and varieties. Errors can include off-center strikes, double dies, repunched mint marks, and other unusual features caused during the striking process. These errors turn a common coin into a rare collectible because they represent unique accidents of production. For example, a 1980 D Lincoln cent with a strong double die obverse can attract serious bidding at auctions, and a coin with dramatic off-center strikes or clipped planchets can be even more desirable. Collectors often hunt for these unusual coins because they not only hold higher market values, but also tell interesting stories about the U.S. Mint's production process. The composition of the 1980 D penny also adds to its historical importance. Struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc, the coin represents the last era of predominantly copper pennies. In 1982, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. This makes the 1980 D cent one of the final issues of the full copper era, which appeals greatly to collectors who prefer the weight, sound, and feel of traditional copper coins. Many numismatists also view these pre-1982 copper cents as an excellent long-term investment because the intrinsic metal value alone can exceed face value, even before considering collectible premiums. Market demand plays a significant role in why the 1980 D Lincoln Memorial Penny can command up to $1,700 today. Collectors are always searching for key pieces to complete their Lincoln cent sets, and while billions of these coins were made, only a small fraction have survived in pristine, untouched condition. Coins that have been preserved in protective holders or discovered in original mint rolls stand out because they retain their mint brilliance. When these coins appear at auctions or in private sales, bidding wars often drive up the price significantly. Demand is particularly high among collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents, one of the most popular series in U.S. numismatics. The story of the 1980 D penny also serves as a lesson about the hidden treasures that may lie in pocket change. Many people overlook pennies, considering them insignificant, but collectors know that even a small 1-cent coin can be worth a fortune under the right circumstances. Finding a 1980 D penny in brilliant uncirculated condition or one with a rare minting error can be a life-changing discovery. This adds a sense of excitement and possibility to everyday coin searching, keeping the hobby vibrant and engaging. For people of all ages, investors and numismatists alike are drawn to coins like the 1980 D penny because they offer both historical charm and financial potential. Unlike stocks or bonds, rare coins are tangible assets with intrinsic value and historical significance. The rise of online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions has made it easier than ever for collectors to buy and sell rare coins, which has only fueled demand. As the market for Lincoln cents continues to grow, the 1980 D penny stands as an important example of how a seemingly common coin can transform into a highly sought-after collectible worth thousands. In conclusion, the 1980 D Lincoln Memorial Penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a piece of American history, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, and a symbol of numismatic treasure hunting. While most examples may only be worth face value or slightly above, rare specimens in pristine condition or with unique errors can reach values as high as $1,700 in today's market. Its copper composition, historical context, and the enduring appeal of Lincoln cents all contribute to its significance. Collectors cherish it not just for its monetary worth, but also for the stories it carries and the legacy it represents. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner checking your spare change, the 1980 D penny reminds us that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places, and even the smallest coin can hold immense value. Next up, the 1988 D Lincoln Memorial Penny is one of those coins that at first glance seems completely ordinary. Billions of these pennies were struck at the Denver Mint, bearing the familiar D Mint mark beneath the date on the obverse. Like all Lincoln Memorial cents minted from 1959 to 2008, the obverse features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. This design, with Lincoln's portrait on one side and the memorial on the other, became an enduring symbol of American history and values. However, despite its common appearance, the 1988 D penny holds significant potential for collectors when found in pristine condition or with unique characteristics. While circulated pieces usually carry no premium, rare mint state examples or era coins can command serious attention from numismatists, with certain specimens reaching as high as $1,900 in today's market. The story of the Lincoln Memorial cent itself begins in 1959, when the U.S. Mint changed the reverse design of the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Instead of the wheat stalks that had adorned the reverse since 1909, Gasparro's design of the Lincoln Memorial was chosen. This not only honored the 16th president, but also introduced a remarkable detail. If you look closely, you can see a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this the only U.S. coin at the time that depicted the same person on both sides. By the time the 1988 D penny was struck, Americans had already been using this design for nearly 3 decades, and it had become a familiar part of everyday life. That historical continuity makes the 1988 D penny not only a functional piece of currency, but also a part of a larger national story. One of the key factors that influence the value of the 1988 D penny is its condition and grade. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. While the vast majority of 1988 D pennies have been heavily circulated and show wear, scratches, or discoloration, a small fraction has survived in exceptional condition. These high-grade coins, particularly those graded MS67 or higher, display brilliant luster, razor-sharp details, and no visible imperfections to the naked eye. When certified by respected grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, such coins can attract impressive prices at auctions and private sales. For example, a gem-quality mint-state 1988 D penny can reach values up to $1,900, a huge leap from its humble face value. This demonstrates the incredible impact condition can have on the market. Another element that makes the 1988 D penny valuable is the potential for varieties and minting errors. During production, mistakes sometimes occur that create unique collectible coins. Examples include double die obverse, where lettering or the date appears doubled; repunched mint marks, when the D was stamped more than once; off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. These error coins are far less common than regular issues, which is why collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. An error that is dramatic and easily visible, such as a strongly off-center strike or a doubled die, can push the value of a 1988 D penny into the thousands. Error collecting has grown into a specialized field of numismatics, and the 1988 D cent is one of the coins that often sparks the interest of error hunters. The composition of the 1988 D penny is also worth noting. Unlike earlier Lincoln cents, which were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc until 1982, the 1988 D cent was struck using a copper-plated zinc planchet. This new composition, consisting of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, was introduced due to rising copper prices in the early 1980s. While the intrinsic metal value of a 1988 D penny is minimal compared to earlier copper cents, the historical significance of this composition change adds to its collectability. Collectors often distinguish between the copper era, pre-1982, and the zinc era, post-1982, and the 1988 D penny falls firmly into the latter. This makes it part of the modern series of Lincoln Memorial cents. Yet still old enough to have historical importance. Market demand plays a huge role in why the 1988 D penny can reach $1,900 in value. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the most heavily collected in U.S. numismatics, appealing to both beginners and advanced collectors. Completing a full Lincoln Memorial cent set requires finding high-quality examples from each year and mint, which drives demand for coins like the 1988 D in top grades. Moreover, the appeal of error coins and the competitive nature of collecting push prices even higher. When an exceptional example appears in the market, whether it is a pristine mint state coin or a rare error, bidders often compete aggressively, driving prices to astonishing levels. In recent years, auction results have confirmed this trend, with several 1980s-era Lincoln cents selling for thousands when they are in exceptional condition. The historical significance of the 1988 D penny should not be underestimated. While it may not mark a major anniversary like the 1959 cent or the 2009 bicentennial series, it still reflects a period of transition in U.S. coinage. The late 1980s saw the mint continuing to produce billions of coins each year to meet the needs of commerce. Yet collectors were increasingly recognizing the hidden value of small denomination coins. The fact that such a recent penny can achieve prices in the thousands shows how numismatic value is not only tied to age, but also to condition, rarity, and demand. The 1988 D penny demonstrates how even coins from the late 20th century can be valuable treasures when preserved properly. For collectors and investors, the 1988 D penny also represents an opportunity. Unlike gold or silver bullion, which is valued primarily for its metal content, rare pennies like this combine historical narrative, rarity, and collector enthusiasm to create value. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of American culture, linking everyday change to the stories of Abraham Lincoln, the U.S. Mint, and the broader history of coinage. Investors see potential in these coins because they offer diversification and tangible assets that can appreciate in value over time, especially as demand grows and supply of high-grade examples diminishes. The excitement surrounding the 1988 D Lincoln cent also reflects the broader joy of coin hunting. Many collectors began their numismatic journey by searching through pocket change, hoping to find something unusual. The idea that a penny from 1988, seemingly so common, could actually be worth up to $1,900 adds thrill and motivation for collectors to keep searching. Stories of lucky finds, such as someone discovering an uncirculated roll or an error penny in circulation, continue to inspire new generations of numismatists. This accessibility makes the Lincoln Cent series one of the most beloved areas of collecting, because treasures can truly be found in the most unexpected places. In conclusion, the 1988 Lincoln Memorial Penny is far more than a 1-cent coin. It is a piece of American heritage, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, and a reminder that hidden treasures can be found in everyday objects. While most examples may only be worth face value, rare high-grade coins and error varieties can reach an impressive $1,900 in today's market. Its unique history, zinc composition, place within the Lincoln Cent series, and strong collector demand all contribute to its importance in numismatics. Whether you are a seasoned investor, a passionate numismatist, or simply someone curious about the value of coins, the 1988 D penny shows that even the smallest denomination can carry a story worth thousands. This coin embodies the thrill of discovery, the joy of collecting, and the enduring legacy of America's most famous president.